So Henry Knox, born in 1750 in Boston, uh, was the was a very poor son. He's actually the seventh son of a fisherman. His father died at sea, so at a very young age, he was taken out of the Latin literacy school where he was being sent in his primary education, and went to work in a bookshop in Boston. So that gave him his first access directly to the world of running a bookstore, as well as access to literature, all the way to the point where in the beginning of the 1770s, he was able to actually open up his own bookstore, the London Bookstore in Boston. The London Bookstore did not just sell books, tobacco, soap, gentlemanly needs, well known and enjoyed by almost every class and sect of folks from Boston. This is how he met his wife, Lucy Flucker, who was the daughter of the prominent Thomas Flucker. Aside from running this bookstore, Knox also served and participated in both the Boston Ancient and Honorable Corps of Artillery and co-founded the Boston Corps of Grenadiers as a lieutenant colonel. So in this militia work, he learned the actual structure and discipline of what it meant to be in an organized military. In addition to, at the bookstore, having access to markets in London where he was importing artillery treatises like John Muller's Treatise of Artillery, and was able to study all of these military texts, military science, to educate himself. And in doing all of this, come the actual breaking out of the war, Knox made himself very well known to the early organization of that siege, and even designed fortifications like those at Bunker and Breed's Hill. Through this, he gained recognition in the budding Continental Army and eventually the ear of George Washington. And through his bookstore also made very good friends with John Adams, who advocated for him in the Continental Congress in Philadelphia. And through this connection, John Adams was able to advocate for him becoming a colonel of the Continental Artillery. So that all transpired in November of 1775. At the same time, Washington ordered Knox to go first to New York City to gather ammunition and see what cannons could be made in New York, and also retrieve artillery stockpiled in the Champlain Valley at Fort Ticonderoga. So he departed for the noble train of artillery, not knowing that he was actually a colonel of the Continental Army. So his entire journey, to his knowledge, he was just Henry Knox Esquire, a private gentleman in the service of the Continental Army, and successfully made the trek with 59 cannon and mortar, over 60 tons of ordnance and ammunition, and brought it successfully to Boston.